will tell you there's a reason I don't like a QLAC. But first, what is it exactly? It is a longevity annuity contract. Emphasis on the word QLAC, qualified longevity annuity contract. A longevity annuity, also called a deferred income annuity, is a relatively new type of annuity. First issued in 2004, you deposit a lump sum with an insurer and receive a promise the insurer will pay a guaranteed lifetime stream of income in the future. You decide when the income payments will begin within limits. Income payments from a QLAC can start as early as 72 or as late as 85. So you could essentially not take that money out of your IRA from 73 to 85 for the RMD if you put it into QLAC. It also protects you from living longer than life expectancy. The income payments are delayed for as little as 2 years or as many as 45, but no later than age 85 after you buy the annuity. The later the income begins, the higher your payment will be. The longevity annuity ensures that you won't run out of income during your lifetime. Isn't that, you don't want to have too much month at the end of your money. You don't want to have too much life at the end of your money. You want to make sure your checks keep rolling. You always have income from Social Security, which is the inflation-adjusted longevity annuity that almost everyone has and loves. And if you get a longevity annuity, it ensures you won't run out of money during your lifetime. Guarantees are based upon the claims-paying ability of the underlying insurance company, so you want to make sure you pick a good one and do your due diligence. Look at the rating, the S&P, Fitch, Moody's ratings, or Comdex score. A QLAC also reduces required minimum distributions in years before income payments begin. Until the 2014 regs, it wasn't clear how RMD should be computed when a longevity annuity was purchased by an IRA. To be safe, most insurers required income to begin from a DIA at age 70. The IRS resolved this with the new regs. The IRA balance invested in the QLAC isn't used to calculate your RMD until income begins at 85. So it could be a great way to lower your RMDs and to make sure you don't have have a chance of running out of money. Next up, we have Elaine, who has a question on a reverse mortgage. Go ahead, Elaine.
Good morning, Josh. Thank you for taking my question. I have a co-op, and I was wondering if I could get a reverse mortgage on it if I don't have a mortgage. Could I get one and then get a reverse mortgage, or how would that work?
I'll have Richard answer that since he's the resident reverse mortgage expert. Go ahead, Richard.
Good morning, Elaine. How are you?
Hi, Richard.
Just a quick answer. It is possible. There are certain restrictions regarding the co-op, how it's broken down at all. So just a quick blanket comment. It is possible to get a reverse mortgage, assuming all the criteria is addressed. And that's something that...
What are some of the criteria?
Well, as far as the ownership, and they go pretty deep. It's similar to similar criteria with condos as well. They look at all the financials and the terms, things of that nature, to be able to fit the guidelines, because the reverse mortgage is backed by the FHA, Federal Housing Administration. So they have a general financial informational package that
do you
would
think
get
that
filled out. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Do you think that would be a good alternative to the RMD? Because the RMDs are getting to be a pain in the neck.
Without giving specific, and Josh could elaborate a little bit more, but just a blanket comment on the reverse mortgage. Think of it this, and Josh has touched base on various ways to be able to get income. A reverse mortgage, if able to obtain on your property, and you took it as a monthly income, it would be an income that you could not outlive, even if the property itself was less valued than what you owe, as long as you fit, again, the criterias above water, living and such, if all those criteria are met, the income would
You're
never.
above water and living. That's the
You're
criteria.
well, you're above water and above ground.
Yeah, this is why we have
so-
this
Yes.
guy on the show. So,
And
yeah,
no-
give him a
and-
call, 888-988-JOSH. You can call David now. He can set you up with a reverse mortgage consultation see if it's something right for you. We I do think you mentioned something about RMDs, though. RMDs have nothing to do with a reverse mortgage. I guess you mean like from taking the RMDs, you're getting hammered with taxes. And this is one of these things where working with a financial planner can help because, so for example, with this QLAC strategy, you can put up to 145 in a QLAC and your RMD is excluded on that portion, so you don't have to pay income tax on that. Then you might link it with something like a reverse to get income for life. That's why you need a reverse mortgage specialist. If you want to look into this, you call Richard. You can call our office at 888-98-JOSH. They'll set you up with his number. And then also,
Yeah, but it's a little complicated.
yeah, it's a little complicated, but you want to link. Think of your money as you don't want to do things one-dimensional. You want to do things in 3D. Like you said, IRAs. You have an IRA RMD problem. There are ways to reduce your RMD, but then you might still need income. So then the reverse mortgage might solve the income issue. So yeah, that's why you don't want to go it alone in retirement. Great question. And thanks for the call. 800-321-0710. Get you on with us. 888-988-JOSH if you want the free review. 888-988-JOSH for the legendary retirement income game plan. So my beloved listener friend says, listening to the banter, Tesla truck self-driving. Her answer to that is for me to buy a Bentley and a chauffeur. I did cave this week, my beloved listener friend, and somebody wanted me to get the Bentley, so I Googled what a Bentley would be costing. It's beautiful, but it's not for me.
Is it more than the Cybertruck?
Yeah, it's like double or triple. So, but it is nice looking. I would pick the one that Beth Dutton drove on Yellowstone. Somebody,
Don't get me started on
another
that
dear
show.
listener friend showed me onto that yesterday. So there we go. And then she says she would like to have a 2026 T-Bird convertible. We'll do it. I approve it.
All heart, no regret.
You know how you have, Susie, what's her name? Susie Orman. She had the, should I buy it or not? I would say buy it, okay?
Oh, you need a button.
If you have enough income, you're fine. Buy it. You only live once. All heart and no regrets.
There you
okay?
go.
So, next up, we got another question. Good comment from this listener. She says the $49K on that Ford is to get you in the showroom door, and then they add 4 tires, and it's $79 grand.
That's a good one.
So that's true. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so the 70 isn't that bad. So what I would do is if I had a car barn. You know what a car barn is? You have anybody with a car barn?
Yeah, just like Leno. You're going to be
I'd
the
have
next
a car
Leno.
barn with the Bentley. That would be totally out of my
Children's reach.
children's reach. It would be in maybe the office.
But leave it here.
Like in the front, we just kind of like put a cocoon on it.
Yeah.
And we could do the
And
show and then you could
and
illustrate.
then-
It's like walk me around. And Josh, what about this?
And then
Talk to me about this Tesla truck.
So couldn't you? We would put the Bentley right on the grass,
Yeah.
kind of a display.
Like
Be a business. outfit.
like a raffle,
Business-
like the churches do with
Yeah,
the Cadillacs years
And
ago.
then a lot of people would sign up for the Bentley raffle.
Like they do
and
on the
then-
boardwalk. They always have the Jeeps.
And
Never seen a Bentley.
yeah, I wonder why. And so you do the Bentley and and then we occasionally drive, but you can't really drive that as an everyday car.
You don't drive it at all.
Well,
You-
then what's the
The
fun?
point.
Exactly.
To me, if I'm spending that kind of money on a car, I want to drive it every day.
Well, look, hey, perfect example. If you see them, see like 2 years ago and how many miles they have. 5. Like,
Yeah.
those cars aren't driven.
Well, what you do is you take your car, drive it here to the office, and then pick up the Bentley and then drive around.
To me, my point is, if you're driving a car like that, it's not so you have a barn. It's so you drive it every day. Like, to me, it'd be fun to have a scratch on it. Be like, I don't care. It's like. But I have a friend who's real. I have a couple friends who they have one. They're really doing their power. They don't let their kids in it. It's like, what's the point? I don't know. That's just me. I'm just, although.
Jim,
she
we want
keeps
him to get
pushing.
him because he'll share it.
Yeah.
Josh, can I borrow the car this weekend?
No, I would drive you. I would drive you around. You could wave. You'd be like a beauty pageant.
Give the beauty
You'd be like a beauty pageant contestant. Yeah. Oh, you know how you want to do the 2-minute drill?
Yes.
I have another 2-minute drill.
Yeah, but you gotta
Show
come
horse
on,
or
show horse.
workhorse?
Show horse. Oh, that's a good
Jim
one.
is the workhorse.
Yes, I am.
Rich is the show horse.
Show horse. Hey, I can.
Hey,
I'm good with that.
yeah.
Jim, can you braid my tail, please?
we want- So, okay, we'll take a brief break and we'll be back with your calls on All Matters Financial. If you want the all heart, no regrets, here's the thing. When you design your retirement, right, you want it to where if you really want that beach house, we can show you how to do that, especially with the new Airbnb rules with the 100% bonus depreciation and cost segregation. We can show you how to enjoy your money today, how to build an income stream. Too many financial folks focus on just growing your wealth. They don't focus on living your wealth. We will do that for you. Call us 800-321-0710. All heart, no regrets. And you could say, well, why don't you buy the Bentley? Because it was something implanted in my head by a dear friend. But to me, it wasn't ever something I was into. So but if I was really into it,
What color?
say do it.
What color?
We'll talk about that when we return. This is Josh Jelinski, the financial quarterback. Don't touch that dial.
Josh and his team at the Jelinski Advisory Group can help you lower your taxes and lower your risk in these uncertain times with a 27-point checklist designed to improve your financial health. Whether you're worried about runaway prices, fear of an upcoming recession, or a stock market meltdown, tune in to the financial quarterback and count on Josh Jelinski to call the play. For a free copy of Josh's book, The Retirement Reality Check, call 888-988-5674. That's 888-988-5674. Or visit Jelinski.org. That's JALINSKI.org. Maybe it seems like prices can't get much higher, or that the stock market is headed for bear territory, or maybe you're worried about another great recession. Josh Jelinski, the financial quarterback, can help you protect your family's financial future in times like these. Call 888-988-5674 to take advantage of Josh's 27-point plan to achieve financial health. And when you call, you'll receive a free copy of Josh's book, Retirement Reality Check. Call 888-988-5674 to receive your free copy of Retirement Reality Check.
Next up, we have Richard, and we'll take your calls at 800-321-0710 so we can drive them.
Thank you, Mr. Financial
I would
Quarterback.
let Tom drive my car. I think
I
he'd
want-
be good. Good driver.
I'd love
Next
to
up, we
drive
have
the car.
Joe. Go ahead. Joe on Social Security. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, my question is, I'm 66 and a half, and I'm wondering if I should wait till I'm 70 years old to take the max, or take it at the 67-year mark and invest that money into my 401k. I'm still working. I plan on working till I'm about 75.
Could you take the money, max out your 401k, and delay? Or do you need the income?
I don't need the income. I just wanted to prepare for later years.
Yeah, I would consider if you don't need the income, let Social Security grow. But I don't know your exact situation. We have a program called Maximize My Social Security where it will give you your own customizable answer based on, there's a lot of factors. There's your age, there's your spouse's age, there's your work record, there's your spouse's, there's what do you need for income, there's longevity, there's when are you going to retire considerations, there's do you have other assets growing like a 401k. And in order to maximize my Social Security program, which will give you, it's normally a $39.99 value online, you could get it for free if you call us at 888-988-JOSH. Larry Kotlikoff designed this. It's Boston economist, very powerful software. Call me today at 888-988-JOSH. A lot of you are wondering about Social Security. What do you do? What do you not do? I mean, I would say, hey, try to delay it and max out your 401k if you can. If you can't, that's fine. But it also depends on whether you're healthy enough. There's all these rules, right? And combinations and permutations. Someone said there's like thousands of different ways you could slice it, from taking your wife's at 62, yours at 70, taking yours at 67, then do you invest the difference? But you have to beat about 8% a year for it to make sense to take it now. So it depends on what you're getting in the market. Now realize the market doesn't guarantee you 8%. So one's a guaranteed 8 where the market could be up 20, down 10. But I could certainly see the value of doing both, maxing out your 401k and delaying Social Security if you want to kind of have the most money possible in retirement. Any other follow-ups to that?
No, that was my question.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for calling, and I'd love to meet with you at 888-988-JOSH. We can go over the different combinations and permutations of Social Security as it relates to you. Now, Rich had a question on that, and if you want the Social Security review, it's the MaximizeMySocialSecurity.com. We have a Maximize My Social Security and the implications of income taxes in retirement in light of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Call us for the 45-minute review, 888-988-JOSH. Next up, we got Richard, who had a question.
A question? Jim, you know what time it is? It is time for the 2-minute drill. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so financial quarterback. Here is your
the financial quarterback is going to turn into a linebacker.
The financial quarterback.
Sack you.
This is Richard Widmer with the financial quarterback, and this is your 2-minute drill. Okay, here's the question.
Practicing that.
Yes, in the shower.
Sounded very good.
Someone is now qualified to participate in their work 401k. The question comes, how much should they contribute? 2 minutes, go.
Well, I think that's a great question. I don't think you max out at first. You want to make sure you have an emergency fund. You want to make sure you have enough term life insurance to protect your family, generally 10 or 20 times your income. You want to make sure you have disability insurance equal to 2/3 your income. If you do not have disability insurance, life insurance, and an emergency fund, do not pass go. Do not collect $2,000 and do not put money in the 401k. But if you've done all those things, then you can start maxing out your 401k. You first want to take up to the max match and then take the money above the match and put it into things that can grow tax-free like a Roth or brokerage accounts that stocks that do not pay a dividend that are more tax efficient. That is the brief answer for the 2-minute drill, since you were challenging me to finish in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. And Jim, what do you think? Did he hit it in the end?
That was beautiful.
That was very good.
It's a beautiful thing.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. So we'll take our final break of the hour, and when we do, we'll return with your final call at 800-321-0710. We'll be back after these messages.
Maybe it seems like prices can't get much higher, or that the stock market is headed for bear territory, or maybe you're worried about another great recession. Josh Jelinski, the financial quarterback, can help you protect your family's financial future in times like these. Call 888-988-5674 to take advantage of Josh's 27-point plan to achieve financial health. And when you call, you'll receive a free copy of Josh's book, Retirement Reality Check. Call 888-988-5674 to receive your free copy of Retirement Reality Check. Josh and his team at the Jelinski Advisory Group can help you lower your taxes and lower your risk in these uncertain times with a 27-point checklist designed to improve your financial health. Whether you're worried about runaway prices, fear of an upcoming recession, or a stock market meltdown, tune in to the Financial Quarterback and count on Josh Jelinski to call the play. For a free copy of Josh's book, The Retirement Reality Check, call 888-988-5674. That's 888-988-5674. Or visit Jelinski.org. That's JALINSKI.org.
We're back. This is Josh Jelinski, the financial quarterback, taking your calls on all matters financial. Next up, Katie, go ahead.
Yes. Hi, Josh. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just had a quick question. My children have an inherited IRA, and my daughter is heading to college this year, and they have about $120,000 in their inherited IRA, and we're not really sure if we should be taking that money and just paying the tuition directly or paying the tuition at the end of the 4 years and taking out loans.
Well, it depends. We'll give you a whole college education workshop if you call us at 888-988-JOSH. The problem with an inherited IRA, the beauty of an inherited IRA is you could have it grow based on your daughter's tax return. So you could thread that nicely where I kind of want to see that grow. And depending on the provisions of the loan, you do have to take a little bit out each year, but and you have to spend it down by the end of the 10th year, but you might be able to accrue more if you kind of strategically take it out. Maybe you take out 5% a year, 10% out a year, and you time those distributions with your daughter being in a lower tax bracket. So we have a program called that will bracket fill to figure out based on her tax return how you can maximize her wealth, reduce college expenses, and obviously it's taxable. So it's not that you get a tax deduction for taking money from an IRA and putting it into college. But one of the things you could do is you could take 10% out a year over the next 4 years from the beneficiary IRA. And this is the type of stuff we explore at the meeting, and do a 529 years 1, 2, 3, 4. And that grows tax free. And don't spend the 529. Kind of let it accrue, because you got 4 years of tax-free gains. And maybe if, I don't know if she has graduate degree plans or things like that, that might take into account. And then in 4 years, if she's done, she has debt, you can take it out of the 529 and pay it back. So you have to figure out how to maximize the beneficiary IRA, how to grow the funds for college on a tax-free basis. So you might need a combination of plans. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, yes. Yes, ironically, my mother originally put the money in there through your program. And now we have a financial consultant that we work with through you guys, but we haven't really discussed this with him. We just basically are putting our money into the account. So,
yeah.
All right. So I guess what we would do is he a normal, regular person through you guys would be able to do this, or do we have to apply for another program?
No, give him a call, 888-988-JOSH. Call our office, and we can certainly help you with that. It's as simple as, you distribute the 10% because you got to do the beneficiary IRA, and then you kind of open up the 529 or some other type of tax advantage program. So, yeah, schedule a meeting with one of our advisors, 888-988-JOSH. We'd love to talk to you and help you. Thank you so much. We got the music coming on, so that means we're leaving. Call us, 888-988-JOSH, for the legendary college.
The preceding program was sponsored by the Jelensky Advisory Group.
Any awards, rankings, or recognition by unaffiliated third parties or publications, including 5-Star Wealth Manager, Advisory of the Year finalist by Senior Market Advisor, and top of the $1 Million Roundtable, are in no way indicative of the advisor's future performance or any individual client's investment success. No award, ranking, or recognition should be construed as a current or past endorsement of Josh Jelensky or Wealth Quarterback LLC. Information regarding specific awards, rankings, or recognitions is available on the Wealth Quarterback website at jelensky.org. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss. Investment strategies such as asset allocation, diversification, or rebalancing do not assure or